It's beautiful. We're good. Thank you, Forrest. And Quinn, we're almost ready. All right.
Just turn silent mode off, which I do every week. Are you going to come back up for Sheila and I? Did you talk with you? Oh, amazing. If I forget to call you off, just like reappear here with a drum and get it going. Alright, I'm just pulling up the service. I'll give
Are you going to preface it with this is the last song?
What's that?
Are you going to say it's the last song? As like a
For you, so I'll call up things by name. So, Nate, are you also going to play on the final song?
They were doing three, but I'm not sure.
Sure, if you want. Whatever you want to do, Quinn. Okay, that's good.
I'll call you up for it.
I think you had it on three.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Shir Tikva. We're going to get going in about 2 minutes. This is a mask-required service, so if you don't have a mask on your face, please find one at the front of our house. And just so good to see so many faces here together. Talk amongst yourselves.
And if anybody's worried, I just tested negative before I came over here. But I'm a positive person. It was, it's at home. This one is my good friend Martin. Yeah.
Doing all the verses?
No. I mean, not the long one. It's the shorter version.
Just, is this everything? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
it's very small.
Yeah, yeah. Figured there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
We could go for two.
I just wanted to make
Should
sure.
we
I was
just do one, 3, 5, and 9 on Lado di? No.
Yeah. We'll get started on page 10. I'd invite people to come forward a little bit. It'll help our space feel really full. No pressure, but actually a little bit of pressure. Come on forward. Page 10 in your Siddur and number 1 online.
You ready for little rhythm? Yedid nefesh Rachman, Yedid nefesh Rachman, Meshochav El Ratzonecha, Meshochav Yedid nefesh Rachman.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you, Quinn. Yay.
Some fingers for Quinn. Welcome everyone to our community on live stream and Zoom, to folks who are in our physical space on 50th Street. I'm wondering, is anyone here on the live stream or, on Zoom or in our physical space for the very first time? Welcome. Oh, Larry, put your hand down. I would love to say hi to you after the service. It's so good to have you here. Is anyone here for the first time, either on Zoom or in person, and the first time for a very long time? Ooh, welcome back. My name is Rabbi Joey Glick. I use he, him pronouns. As a point of visual access, I have big glasses and big hair tonight. I'm joined up here by...
Hi, I'm Rachel Lipkin, and I have one of my favorite kippahs on, and I'm wearing white and have a guitar.
And I'm Mindy.
Oh, and she, her. Sorry.
I'm Mindy Benowitz. I use she, her pronouns. I have curly brown and gray hair, purple glasses, and a big smile.
Beyond our musicians tonight, I'm so excited to be joined by our confirmation class sitting over here. I'm also deeply happy to have Mo's family here for a bar mitzvah. There's a lot going on. With that, I'd love to welcome up two of our confirmation students, no longer bar mitzvah students, Henry and Spencer, to help us set the space tonight.
Hello, everybody. Shabbat shalom. Welcome to Shir Tikva.
Shabbat shalom.
I'm Henry. This is Spencer, and we're both part of the confirmation class here at Shir Tikva. And as part of our confirmation, the entire class will be contributing to parts of the service throughout the night. Tonight, we'll be celebrating Mo Lower's bar mitzvah, as well as Anna Schmitz's 22nd birthday. And of course, we'll also be celebrating Shabbat tonight. We've been asked as a confirmation class to think back and reflect on our times here at Shir Tikva, and each share a meaningful moment of community.
Shir Tikva has been my second home for many years, and is part of the reason. And part of the reason for that is its community. I remember giving a few kids some cookies after class. One of them asked my name, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. However, like a week or two later, I walked by the class, and all of them remember my name. They're all waving. They're all like, "Hi, Spencer!" And I told like maybe one or two of them my name. It was just really sweet, and I think this is one of the examples of why Shir Tikva is such a special place.
For me personally, through all of the great memories I have here, the one that stands out the most to me is the DC trip we took earlier as a confirmation class. Yeah, the entire thing was so great. Every moment of it was amazing. Yeah, I don't know. We got new responsibilities, and we met with legislators and staff members, and really got to exercise our power as constituents and people with voices. And yeah, it was so great. It was so much fun. And I really got to just all my friends in the confirmation class, I got to connect with them on a deeper level. Had to sleep in a bed with that one. But yeah, it was just so great. I'm really grateful for the entire community we have here. So great.
Throughout our service, confirmation kids are going to help us drum through this, sing through this, and give kavanot and memories of their time in the community. And I just can't wait to hear more from you all. Are Erica and David and Baby in the house? Oh, amazing. Well, could I invite you all to come forward and help us light some candles? You can find the bracha, the blessing for candle lighting, on page 2, number 2 online. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Y'all, we have the opportunity to help this family welcome their child and name their child into this community tonight. Blessed is Oliver, who comes to enter the covenant with us today. Baruch haba. In each generation, we reconnect and revitalize our relationship with the sacred and with our people. We find our own unique way of being part of the culture and community. In Jewish tradition, all smachot, all joyous occasions, happen over a cup of wine. Wine is a symbol of transformation. Reciting a blessing over wine has the power to sanctify and change. Today, we offer that power of transformation to Oliver as we bring him to the covenant of the Jewish people and give Oliver his Hebrew name. If I can hand this to you, we'll start. Parents, do you have words that you are going to say to Oliver? Okay, amazing. Grandparents are going to come up and say these words after you give the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. If I can invite up grandparents up to the bima. Oh my gosh.
Watch out for the cords. Sorry about that.
Starting here. We offer our blessings. May Jewish community and tradition be a source of guidance and direction for you, Oliver. May it provide you with morals and values, and through it, may you find your own particular and authentic relationship with God and spirituality. May the Jewish community provide you with a safe space in which to explore your world. May the teachings of the Jewish tradition imbue in you kindness, respect for all creation, and a connection to family and history.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Grandparents, keep going.
Okay. We bless you with unconditional love. May you always know that your family cherishes you and
Values you not only for your achievements, but because you are a unique and beautiful human whose life we are privileged to share.
We give you the gift of independence. Let our love and care for you always be healthy and positive, never stifling or possessive. We always try to respect and appreciate your uniqueness and teach you to respect this in others. We give you the gift of curiosity. We want you to share our love of learning with Oliver and help you to appreciate the complicated and magical world into which you have come. We also know you will know injustice and bless you with the courage and wisdom to take part in restoring a broken world to wholeness. It is said that there are 3 names by which a person is called: the one they are given at birth, the one in which people call them, and the one they earn for themselves. The Hebrew name that you receive today marks the beginning of your life's journey. May this name be one that serves you well, that connects you to your family and to your culture, and that allows you to discover the name that you will earn for yourself.
May Oliver's family and community find much joy in him, and may his life bring blessings to his family, his friends, and to his people. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu kayem et hayeled hazeh la'aviv u'lemo v'yikra shemo be'Yisrael. Joseph, Yosef, good choice of name. Yismacha be'yatsa chaltza v'tagel imo be'pri bitna. Kekatev yismach avicha ve'amicha v'tagel yaldetecha. Our God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child for his father and his mother. Let him be called in Israel Yosef, Joseph. May this little one, Joseph, bring transformation to this world as he enters into the covenant. So may he enter into a life of learning, loving relationships, and good deeds. Let his name be known in Israel as Yosef. Erica and David. I'm just enjoying this too much. We seal with a blessing. Erica and David, I invite you to repeat after me as we bless Yosef, Joseph, with the words of Birkat Kohanim. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha.
V'yikunecha.
V'yikunecha.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha.
V'yasem lecha shalom.
V'yasem lecha shalom.
And we collectively bless a Shehechianu to mark this moment of this child coming into our community. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov. Yehelanu, 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 uvecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu, uvecho Yisrael. Mazel tov, y'all. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks so much for welcoming your child into this community. I kind of can't believe the range of this service from welcoming a baby to welcoming a bar mitzvah family to welcoming a confirmation Shabbat to us older folks being able to hold this space. The multi-generational richness of Shir Tikva is just feeling so full right now. We'll continue in our service singing out on, oh my gosh, there's even more to bless. Anna, could I invite you to come up?
Thank God.
Anna, you so are not forgotten in this community, even if the ranges of blessings going on right now are putting my brain a blur. I have the big joy of getting to bless you on your 22nd birthday. I've been looking forward to this all week. I want to bless you with a Hebrew word, yachad. The letters of this word, yud, chet, daled, if you add those up in the weird numeric system of Hebrew, you arrive at the number 22. This word yachad, it means to make one or to unify. Anna, may this be a yachading year for you, a year of bringing together all the parts of your soul and identity, all the communities that care for you and that you do extraordinary things to care for. May it be a year of discovery, of learning more fully what is at the center of your powerful soul, what is the oneness that holds you and leads you towards wholeness. And we say together, Amen.
Amen.
And we also say together, Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu, Yehi lanu, ulecho Yisrael. Yehi lanu, ulecho Yisrael. Oh, so much love to you, Anna. Can I give you? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, now and only now do we get to sing out together. You'll find the words at the top of page 12, the words Lechu Neranena.
Lechu neranena l'Adonai Naharia litzuyishenu Nekadma fana betoda bizmirot nahariyahalo lechuneranena Adonai Naharia Litzuyishenu Nekadma fana Bitoda Bismirot Naharia
We turn to page 13, number 4 online, the word Shiru Ladonai.
Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom le'yom, Yeshuato, Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom le'yom, Yeshuato, Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom le'yom, Yeshuato, Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom le'yom, Yeshuato, Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basru miyom le'yom,
Yeshuato.
You can find our next prayer, last paragraph on page 17, number 5 online, last paragraph on page 17.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho.
We turn to your purple or pink sheets for the words Ana Bakoach, number 6 online. And I'll welcome up Caleb to help us sing this. Could we grab a purple sheet from you all? Thanks so much.
Ana bekoach gedulat yemincha, tatir serura, rinat amcha, sagvenu tarenu. Ana bekoach gedulat yemincha, tatir serura, rinat amcha, sagvenu tarenu.
We move into Lecha Dodi, the song for calling into our lives and into our hearts whatever we need this Shabbos. There's a tradition in this community to rise on the last verse, and if you'd like to go frolic in like the for once really, really sweet Minnesota weather as we sing together the last verse, you'll find the words for this on page 20, number 7 online.
לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבתי לה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי זעימי מתוך ההפכה, רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמו עלייך חמלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי פעורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שתדברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Okay. Ay 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 לך דודי, ay 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 לקראת כלה, ay 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה, ay 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 לך דודי, ay 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 לקראת כלה, ay 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה, לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשתחווי ומה תהמי, בך יחזו אני עמי,
ונבנתה עיר על תילה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסו שייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, יסיס עלייך אל אלוהייך, כמסוס קטן על קטן. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יאיש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
All right, we're now going to take a 4-minute break to talk to your neighbors. Yay.
See you in 4 minutes.
Hey, hi, yeah.
Time with you.
All right.
Sounds beautiful. You all, how's it feeling?
Good. Ay 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 lichadodi. Ay 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 likrat kala. Hey. Ay ay ay. You have to say hey at some point in a Jewish. Hey. Ay 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 lichadodi. Ay 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 likrat kala. Hey. Ay 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 Penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hey. I love hays.
If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you can hear my voice, clap twice. If you can hear my voice, take a nice big breath, meditative breath in. Let's lend together back into our liturgy. I want to say to the confirmation kids, Rabbi Ariel is on Zoom and is cheering for each and every one of you. We'll continue with our evening service, Rising in Body and or Spirit, on page 28, number 8 online.
Oh, okay.
All good.
Okay, I'll do it.
We'll turn to the Shema, which you can find on page 34, 9, or 10 in the online Siddur. Rachel and Rebecca, I'd love to welcome you up to the Bima. Feel free to stay standing if it's your tradition to stand, or sit if it's your tradition to sit. If you all want to be up there.
והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם מכל מצוותיי, ותהייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם.
Yasher Koch.
Rebecca, don't go so far because we'll hear some words from you leading up to Micha Mocha.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's so good to see all of you guys' beautiful faces. And hello, Zoomies. Okay. So this speech is something that holds very... Sorry. Dear to my heart. It's about... My God, I didn't expect to...
It's okay. We're all here for you.
Oh my God, it's about, the... Oh my God, anti-Semitism that I, dealt with. Oh my God. I seriously did not expect to cry. Well, it's good to see all of you.
We gotcha.
I would like to start off by thanking my family and friends. In middle school, I was severely bullied for being Jewish. It got so bad I was spit on. And I was called so many, oh my God. I hate crying. So many awful slurs. It was to the point where no one would sit by me or just stuff like that. But then when COVID hit, we were doing online. And it really helped me to have respect for myself and my religion and learning to not be ashamed of it. And actually today was my first time I ever wore my Star of David to school. In a way, I am grateful for the time COVID has gave me, even though it took so many beautiful things away and people. But I'm just grateful for all of you. And I am sorry that I did not mean it to be like this. Okay, well, thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Ooh. Let's just let that wash over us for a second. Rebecca, thank you for giving us your Torah, for doing a hard thing. And please know that this is your community and we're here to support you. We have a song now about doing hard things, about going from places of constriction, of pain, of not feeling oneself to places of liberation. You can find the words from Micha Mocha on page 40, number 11 online.
Ay, ay, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, ay, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, ay, lie, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, lie, ay, la, lie, lie, ay, la, lie, la, lie. Mi chamocha b'helim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nor tehilo rosei fele, nor tehilo rosei fele. Malchutecha rahu v'anecha, v'okei yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze'elianu ve'amru, ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Yai lai lai. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 la. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 la. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 la. Yai lai 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 ya la 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 la.
I welcome up Jade to share some more words of Torah with us.
Hi everyone, Shabbat Shalom. Okay, first of all, I want to give it up for our 2023 confirmation class. Woo! Let's go. Okay, so just last week, I was in the Oneg Hall looking at our class pictures, each year from consecration to confirmation. Throughout all my years at Shir Tikva, our teachers and rabbis have taught us to have a sense of empathy, radical hospitality, and tikkun olam, which is Hebrew for healing of the world. These values are needed now more than ever, given these historic times in which racism, anti-Semitism, and the fragility of our democracy is at an all-time high in the US. 6 days from today marks the 3rd anniversary of the tragic murder of George Floyd, which sparked an uprising in Minneapolis that became the epicenter of worldwide protests against police brutality. This made me realize the importance of taking action to solve these issues we are facing today. For this reason, as much as I have enjoyed learning in the classroom at Shir Tikva, I have also valued learning outside the classroom, particularly the trip our confirmation class took to Washington, D.C. back in February. This trip not only strengthened the bonds I have made with my classmates, but it was also an opportunity to meet and network with other Jewish teens from across the country. We shared personal stories of what we have learned about gun violence, anti-Semitism, mental health, and criminal justice reform. We then lobbied at the offices of our elected Minnesota representatives on these issues. This trip was a huge highlight of my education at Shir Tikva, not only because it was super fun, but because it enabled me to take these core values of empathy, radical hospitality, and tikkun olam and put them into action. In past years, much of our class curriculum focused on Jewish holidays in ancient times, such as Passover, Purim, and Hanukkah, along with a more recent Yom HaShoah, or Holocaust Remembrance Day. These holidays commemorate our resilience in the face of empires attempting to destroy our people. Although we tend to emphasize these hardships, I want to point out that there were other periods in history where Jews, Muslims, and Christians lived in peace. These lessons have inspired me to dream of ways to create peaceful coexistence, not only of our people, but for all people. And we have to believe and act as if this were possible. If it has to begin right here, right now, in this sanctuary, with our confirmation class, then let it begin with us.
Let's sing that in. I'd like to invite Kayla back to the bima to share a song. You all received it during the break time on these white sheets. It is number 13 online.
אני ואתה נשנה את העולם, אני ואתה, אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה, אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם. אני ואתה, אז יבואו כבר כולם. אמרו את זה קודם לפניי, לא משנה. אני ואתה נשנה את העולם.
In song and in words, these words, you and I will change the world. Confirmation class, thanks for actualizing those values with your bodies, with your lives, and with your words tonight. We'll hear some more words of Torah from Haley, leading us into Vishamru, which you'll find on page 44. If I could invite Haley up.
Hi everyone, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Haley, and I want to thank my family for their support all throughout my years in this congregation, all the teachers I have had, all the people I have met through class, and in general at Shir Tikva. Last week, in our final class together, we were discussing a few memories that we remember clearly and have stayed with us over the years. There was a clear one for most of us. The Shir Tikva annual trip to Camp Herzl was a time for us to connect with our friends and for us to build with our community. The time spent outside together, sharing talks over meals, toasting marshmallows, and the talent show. I remember being in the room with a supportive community and feeling ready to get onto that small stage and play the piano. We all felt that we had the confidence in that moment to share our talents and our hobbies. I remember a gymnastics routine for my sister, Joel's famous guitar and singing, and a few songs and synchronized dances as well. Public speaking has never been a particular strong suit of mine, and I remember walking up to the stage and feeling the nerves as a 9-year-old amateur piano player does, and so clearly do I remember myself saying, "Sorry if I mess this up," in front of the entire group. Julie Jacobs, I do not fully recall what was said, but Julie Jacobs said something along the lines of, "Have confidence, you will do great."
Of course.
I don't recall how well I actually played that piano piece, but what I do remember is my community's belief in me, and I'm extremely grateful to have grown up and continue to be in such a supportive community. Thank you again to Shir Tikva for pushing me to have confidence in myself, and I hope and believe that Shir Tikva will continue to be an outlet for each other's development. Thank you all for coming out and supporting tonight.
We rise in body or spirit, if it's our tradition, on page 44 for the words Vishamru.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורתם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני
את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש,
שבת ויהי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם.
We stay standing unless our legs do not want to stay standing, in which case feel free to take a seat. We'll continue in silence starting on page 46, our evening Amidah, our quiet time to just cultivate, oh my gosh, so much love to the many generations being honored throughout our service tonight. We'll start together in song on page 46.
Satai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha Adonai Satai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom
Ose shalom v'romam, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
We take a moment to pray for folks in our life that are in need of healing. Friends on Zoom, please feel free to type any names that you'd like to send some extra healing energy to in the chat. Folks here, I'm going to do a look around the room with so many wonderful faces. Feel free to push against your Minnesota roots and speak over each other as I look by you. And feel free to say the name of anyone in your life, in your family or community that's in need of healing. You'll find the words of our healing prayer on our purple sheet. Blessings upon blessings. I want to add a quick, as if our service needs more, a quick additional blessing this week. After a series of more acute needs than our community is sometimes used to, I want to acknowledge the ways in which our official care community and structure has stepped up. Our care committee has been holding just an unusually wide load, and I want to send some special gratitude in the direction of Rondi, Caroline, and Sharon Jaffe for supporting all of our people. Whether you're part of Shir Tikva's care team or a person who's been doing caregiving or healing work in your life, this blessing is for you. Let's take a big breath in and out. May the one who is always and will always bless us, bless our caregivers, bless the work they do to support healing and light, bless the people that they serve and that they love. May they know their capacity and hold the strength to heal and hold, to schlep and bless those in need of support. And when they need it, may they know too what it feels like to be lovingly supported. And we say together, Amen. Y'all, it's the time in our service where we get to cozy up with those around us at home or here in our physical space and bless each other as a community. You can find the words of our blessing, number 3 on your purple sheet, number 18 online. And Zoom friends, feel free to start sending us blessings in the chat. Hamalach hagoel oti, Hamalach hagoel oti mikora, Yivarech et hanearim, Vayikra vehem shemi. Vishem avotai, Vishem avotai, Avraham v'yitzchak, v'yigdu la'rov, v'yigdu la'rov, b'kerev ha'aretz. Yisimchem Elohim Gazara Kerivka Rachel ve'Uchelea ke'Ephraim ve'chi Menashe. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishberecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha ve'yichunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom. Yiridam ba'yadayayayu. Yadidayam badayayayadayadayada. Yadadadayayadayay. Yadiyayayadayadayay. May we show up for each other and may others show up for us. May we all have a good surprise now and then, especially unexpected kindness. May Shir Tikva always have such amazing teens to lead us. May we all keep learning to hear our own voices. May you be heard and believed, and may your loved ones give you the kind of care you need. May we gain strength in sharing our tears in more public settings. May we build an intergenerational coalition of wise people together and dream a better world into being. May we find God with a question mark in it in the patient and mundane things and see ha-kiviyachol in strangers. May we continue to share our learning and to hold all others in our love. May we each catch in our voice and tear on our face remind us that sharing our heart out loud is forever a mitzvah. May we have the courage to be vulnerable with our communities. Ken Yehi, from our head rabbi, may we feel held in our wholeness, our complexity, our sweetness, our brokenness, and our joy. May we cry in public and receive nothing but love for doing so. Ken Yehi Ratzon. We get to just rain some specific, we've been having like a big web of blessing throughout the service. Now we get to put our like laser beamed blessing goggles on towards our confirmation class. I'd love to invite up Forrest to bless our class.
Lucky for you, there's no music on this music stand. Before I offer a blessing, I just want to shout out and thank Dave Snyder, who is this confirmation teacher. Not only did Dave go to DC with the class and brought everybody back, but Dave sees it as his sole mission on this earth to make sure that these people, these students, believe in themselves as much as Dave does. And that's a good purpose. Thank you, Dave. Mazal Tov to our confirmation families, to our 10th graders, or as I still consider those of you I knew then, our 3rd graders. Your words, whether sung or spoken tonight, were magnificent and thoughtful. Thank you. I'm going to offer you a blessing, which means a lot to me, so thank you to Rabbi Joey for the invitation. And giving a blessing is something that I take seriously. Even though there are 100 other folks listening in on this blessing tonight, I want you to know it's just between us. Okay, so just hone in. You've been very patient and engaged tonight. We just got a few more minutes together. But my blessing is not actually for tonight. It's not about tonight. Tonight, I'm sorry to say, doesn't really matter to me. It's a lovely celebration. We had a really good dinner. You all look fantastic, and you deserve this spotlight. But tonight ain't it. So what is this blessing about then? What is it for? What does matter to me? What matters to me is tomorrow and the choice that it offers you. Tomorrow you are officially confirmands. Tomorrow you are, in the eyes of Shir Tikva, 11th graders, high school juniors. Tomorrow, your parents stop nudging you about coming here. Tomorrow, Dave stops emailing you. Tomorrow, whatever obligation or pressure you feel to be here weekly dissipates. Starting tomorrow, only you are responsible for your Shir Tikva life, your Jewish life. So tomorrow you have a choice. Tomorrow you'll choose how you show up in this community from here. Will you lean out, exhausted by these heavy years of committed presence and study? Will you feel ambivalent, relaxing your relationship with organized religion and doing your own Jewish for a while? Will you lean in? Maybe you'll be in touch with me about our 11th grade cohort, or ask about being a teaching assistant, or when our first youth group event is in the fall. Perhaps you'll pour yourself into a different community. Perhaps you'll offer your gifts elsewhere. Perhaps you'll go for a walk and feel God or something else far more in the forest than you do in this sanctuary. Whatever tomorrow brings, whatever choice you begin to make, whatever decisions you start to form, my blessing for you is that you know that that is okay. It's all okay. It's all good. It's all great. We love you no matter what you do from here. We hope, though, that this is not your Shir Tikva graduation. There are beloved, strong, vulnerable Shir Tikva teens, or now young adults, who I have not seen since their confirmation celebration. they treated tonight far too importantly. They treated it like a graduation. And there are teens and 20 and 30 and 40-somethings who didn't treat tonight like a graduation. Just yesterday, I got together with 2 young adults who grew up here, now navigating the first months of their post-college lives. As we reminisced on the highlights of their Shir Tikva journeys, I realize now that most of their positive memories, their belly laughs, their values, came from Shir Tikva experiences they had after confirmation. And so my other blessing for you is that you trust. You trust that there is still space for you here. You trust that what we have to offer you matters. You trust that this is worth your time. You trust that we want your voice and your leadership and your impact. And you trust that if you do not feel there is space for you here, that if you do not feel that what we have to offer you matters, that if you do not feel that it is worth your time, that if you do not feel that we want your voice and your leadership and your impact, that you'll say so that we can make something new that meets your curiosities and your needs and your values together. You have taught us, and I pray that we have taught you. You have moved us, and I pray that we have moved you. You have blessed us, and I pray to God we have blessed you. Amen. See you tomorrow.
You guys can come back up. I can't do it without you. Just another huge shout out to Forrest and to Dave and to this class. I was speaking with a confirmation parent, Jessica, before the service about what this class has gone through in terms of 2 years of COVID, 2 years of being apart. And it's such a testament to each and every one of you for making the decision to come back together, and Dave for holding that glue together, and Forrest providing the foundation. Thank you all so, so much. Okay, we're going to begin sealing out our service. You can find the words of V'hashevota on page 284, number 20 online, and I invite folks to stand in body or spirit.
V'hashevota, el levavecha, ki Adonai, Hua Elohim, v'hashevota, el levavecha, ki Adonai, ki Havaya, Ia Elohim, V'nemar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, v'yom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Folks can be seated. In a minute, we'll turn to page 294 and say the words of the Mourner's Kaddish together. Before we do, there's a tradition in our community that... There's a tradition in our community to hear stories about folks in our lives who have passed on recently or on the anniversary of this day. I'm going to read a list of names of people in our community who have died, and I invite you, if you hear a name of someone that you loved, to raise your hand and Julie will hunt you down with a microphone, and we'd love to hear just a couple sentences about them. I also want to acknowledge a mistake we made last week. We entered the future and read 1 week ahead in our yahrzeit lists. So I'll be reading actually 2 lists of names, the list from last week and the list from this week. Again, feel free to flag us down. After I finish reading these names, folks should feel free to raise their hand and contribute any names and stories that you'd like. Today we're finishing the Shloshim of Rabbi Sim Glazer, venerated rabbi at Temple Israel and beloved friend of our community. Cookie Montgomery, beloved member of Shir Tikva. And Francine Goldstein, aunt of Mindy.
My aunt died 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I just love her and miss her, and I'm sad that she died. She lived in Las Vegas and was the Jewish soul. She made all the Jewish foods. She kept all the Jewish stories for the family. And you want to say something?
I do. I want to say something. Auntie Fran, I mean, you can just imagine. Mindy and I fell in love 49 years ago. And Auntie Fran was always supportive. And I was always one of the nieces. And I just loved her so much.
We're acknowledging the yahrzeits from last week of Idel Edelman, Deborah Dora's mother, Beatrice Barr, Michael Barr's mother, Roger O'Brown, Vanessa McGuire's father, Jack Downing, Beverly Neistet's father, Isabel Galtner, beloved member of the Shir Tikva community, David Green, Lorraine Luger's cousin, Ernie Groth, Daniel Honig's grandfather, Charlie Henry, Stu Henry's father, Max Kaplan, Sam Kaplan's father, Samuel Kravitz, Becky Saltzman's grandfather, Marie Krikava, Tova Dominik's mother, Charlene Nyberg, Emma Stout's grandmother, Ruth Rissinger, Dan Higgs Matner's grandmother, Nadia Reyes, Sophia Wood, Sophia's sister, Tony Rosen, Mike Rosen's wife and beloved member of Shir Tikva, Arthur Rosenblum, Mark Tanz's father-in-law, Joseph Tanner, Enzi Tanner's uncle, Edward Tannen, Denise Tannen's father, Anselm Ludwig Wallstrom, Billy Wallstrom's father, Naomi Zelda Orlik Wasserman, Ori's grandmother, Bernice Werson, Ellen's mother, Phyllis Silverstein Wiener, Barbara Wiener's mother. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Ruth Wiener, Barbara Wiener, and Phyllis Wiener's mother, Perry Zlotnick, Della's grandfather and father of Moon. We're in the yahrzeits this week for Tyler Bailey, Deb Bailey and David Bailey's grandson, Toby Shernan, Sam Kaplan's sister, Albert Feathers Donofsky, Bert Donofsky's brother, Estelle Edelstein, Scott Edelstein's mother, Philip Fisher, Joni Fisher's father, Suzanne Freund, Rivka Freund's mother, Henry Godin, Natalie Godin's father, Marcel Kaplan, Sam Kaplan's mother, Marjorie Locke Kasanoff, Kathy Kasanoff's mother, Emmanuel Kritzer, Bert Kritzer's father, Sheldon Landy, Jeff Landy's father, Harry Levine,
So my dad was a photographer during World War II, and he was in Italy and Sicily. And we have lots of the photos he took. During the pandemic, one of my brothers Googled Emmanuel Kritzer images, and up pops an image of a Jewish refugee camp in Italy in that It said in the photo 1944, but as best we can tell, that camp didn't exist until 1946. And he was not in Italy in 1946. So the family mystery is now, did he really take those pictures? They're in the Museum of the Jewish People in Tel Aviv. And someday, one of us will get there and go and see what the records really look like.
Harry Levine, Ben Maskloff's grandfather. Oh, I'm so sorry.
So I just wanted to say a word about my dad, Sheldon Landy. My daughter, Haley, was about 1 year old when he passed away, and he would have been very, very proud of her.
Harry Levine, Ben Malakoff's grandfather, Dave Perry, Gail Zoffer, and David McAnaugh's brother-in-law, Maynard George Sauter, Sia Sauter's father.
So my dad was also known as Jake, so from Jacob. So he kind of did everything perfectly, and it was kind of a hard act to follow. Partially he did that because he was bullied in high school. Everyone else was Catholic, he was not. So he had this perfection complex, but there was good stuff that came out of it, like he made the world's best sauerkraut. And I mean, I gave it to people who hated sauerkraut and go, this is so good. I mean, it was really, really good. And one year, he's also a master gardener, and he decides to grow his own cabbage to grow the sauerkraut. Except he wanted to get really nice and big heads, so he'd go to the work in the morning and not check the garden, and the cabbages would get too big and explode. My sister and I would help out in the garden, but it was sort of like, duck, here comes another one. But it was sort of endearing because he did something that wasn't quite perfect. And after a couple years of that happening, he decided he was going to go to the farmer's market, and he was in his glory because he just loved bargaining and talking to the vendors, and he still made the world's best sauerkraut.
I hate sauerkraut, and so wish that I had the chance to try it. Jacob Shamas, Sophia Reyes Wood's cousin. Alice Schwartzberg, Rona Rochelle's grandmother. Diane Siegel, Jeff Siegel, Jeff's mother, and Shir Tikva member. Howard Siegel, Howe Siegel's father. Lenore Simon, Michael Simon's aunt. Arlene Rita Spiegel, Kate Sinicone's mother. Harry Stetner, Ellen Stetner's grandfather. Robert Trippenny, Renee Trippenny's father. Israel Watchman, Susan's father. Frida Weinstein, Miriam Weinstein's grandmother. And Larry Zell, Bobby Zell's father. Are there any other names that folks are wanting to bring forward?
I rise in loving memory of Leon Chasen, the late Leon Chasen, my mother's partner. They met in the retirement home in their late 80s, proving that it's never too late. And I never saw my mother so happy and peaceful and in love with anyone, including, regrettably, my own father, my own late father. But Leon had a quiet joy and a peace about him, and he spread love everywhere he went, which is why he made my mother so very happy. As many of you know, my family is not Jewish, but Leon was, and we all called him the Mensch because he was. And so to you, Leon, may your memory be for a blessing. Thank you for blessing our family. Amen.
So 16 years ago, 16 years ago, one of the soldiers I trained with in medic school was killed when an IED hit his Humvee along with 5 others. He was also in the cavalry. And so this day is always a little rough. That's it.
We're thinking about my mother, Ruthie, and I look at that Ner Tamid, and I feel like she's our everlasting light, you know, and she was the kind of person who was on good terms with everybody and everything, and like the baddies just stayed away from her. And we just need more people like that. She worked for General Motors in the auto industry back in Cleveland, Ohio for 30 years, and let me tell you, there was a lot of anti-Semitism there. And she's just the kind of person who would befriend the enemy, so to speak. So I don't know, we kind of nickname her Ruthie the Riveter.
I had two names read, so I just figured I'd say a story all at once. My sister Nadia passed away many years ago, but she was born with brittle bone disease and lived 15 minutes. I don't think my parents were the same ever since. Jacob, my cousin, he passed away at 23 from an overdose. And his family only found out 6 months before that he had a problem. So I want to encourage everyone to reach out to each other. Harm reduction, safety, substance abuse is no joke.
Is it okay if I say something about Rabbi Glazer?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm more articulate in other circumstances. My children and I converted to Judaism about 20 years ago, and we completed our conversion at Temple Israel. So I wasn't raised Jewish, and I didn't know any of the songs, and I didn't know any of the liturgy, and so I learned alongside my children. And Rabbi Glazer is the one who taught my kids Vishamru. And when he taught it to the little kids, he really played up that Vishamru. And my little daughter fancied herself a glazed donut, and we would sing that song with all of the elan and joy and passion that Rabbi Glazer would share with them at the in their classes. And it's such a sorrow to have lost him. He's such a light in our faith and our community, and it's such a joy to have him in our spirits every time we sing Vishamru, which we sing every single week. So there he is, and just I wanted to share. Thank you.
Is there anyone else?
My grandpa, John Fisher, had his yahrzeit a couple years ago. He was just kind of the sort of person that was always really, really excited about whatever you were excited about. He just wanted to hear what you were up to and why you thought it was interesting. My aunts and uncles, like my dad's cousins, would come and visit him sometimes without even visiting their own parents, which was kind of weird. But everyone wanted to go spend time with him, so. Yeah.
Anyone else? I just want to acknowledge, with all of the life cycles that we've had today, from Erica and David and Oliver to our wildly huge and lovely confirmation class, Anna, your birthday, Mo and family, your upcoming bar mitzvah tomorrow. Just like all y'all's loved ones are near, their spirits are near, and we feel them in the space tonight. We call out to them, and we call comfort to them on page 294 with the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. Bagala u'vizman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehesh me Rabba mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei t'kutsha brechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Folks can be seated. I'll welcome up Maya for one last word from our confirmation class.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Maya. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're all really grateful that you could come here for our service. I've only been at Shir Tikva for a few years because my family moved here from Philadelphia. But one thing I've really loved is how welcoming the community is. A few years ago when I joined, it was still COVID, so everything was still online. But despite this, there was still a really strong sense of community. The energy that my Hebrew school teachers brought to class, despite it being on Zoom, was really incredible, and it kept us all together. It only increased when services in class returned to being in person. When we returned, it was even better, and I'm definitely going to miss it a lot. This community has been so welcoming and supportive, and I am really going to miss it. Shabbat Shalom.
I'll invite up Usher and board member extraordinaire Linda to give us some announcements.
Quick. Hi, I'm Linda Alter. Thanks, everybody, for being with us tonight. At the end of the service, return the prayer books to the usher table. Please separate song sheets from the Sidurim. And I just want to welcome everybody. Shabbat Shalom again. And I think tonight, to me, also represents a theme called radical acceptance of all of the parts of ourselves for tonight. So we're going to mazel tov to Anna Schmitz on their 22nd birthday, Erica, did I say that wrong? And Erica Abshez Moran and David Moran for welcoming baby Oliver into our Jewish community. Yasher Koach to our confirmation students. Mazel tov to you and your families on reaching this moment. Thank you to all those who made tonight possible. Rabbi Joey, Rachel Lipkin, Mindy Benowitz, Gordon, the Macomb Minion, David Bailey, Julie Jacobson, Lori Sweet. Thank you to our Shomrim for your steady presence. And thank you to the Mal, McCarthy, Neves, and Stuckel families for hosting Oneg tonight in honor of Mo Lower becoming the mitzvah. Shir Tikva announcements. Okay, find all of our Shir Tikva programming updates in our weekly e-news and on our website. Here's a highlight of upcoming events. Shavuot's coming. We have all night in person and most of the night Zoom learning this Thursday going into Friday, ending with a sunrise service at Lake Harriet. We've launched a new round of Havarot small groups. Along with the Havarot in your email, we'll also have new ASL learners and tabletop gaming groups forming. To learn more about any of these, please be in touch with Rabbi Joey. Programmatic updates. Registration for JAMI, Shir Tikva's youth education community, is open. Read up about next year and get registered. Everything you need to know is online at shirtikvamin.org, JAMI. That's JAMI. There is something for every child of every age from pre-K to 12th grade. If you all of a sudden have a school-age child, are a new or potentially new member, or otherwise want to know more about JAMI, Jewish Academy for Moral Imagination, I think it stands for, and Youth and Family Education at Shir Tikva, please read up online. Be in touch with Forrest. Registration is open through the end of July. And Shir Tikva is hiring. We are looking for bar mitzvah tutors to start this summer and a cohort of teachers to start this fall. Want to feel impressed and inspired by this generation of young people? Consider joining our faculty. One member of the faculty says, "This is the best place I've ever worked. Reach out to Forrest with interest." A reminder that your community is here to support you, so please reach out to our rabbis if you encounter a life change, so they can activate the Shir Tikva network of support. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome up Mo and family for like the first official Shabbos moments of their bar mitzvah journey. These folks are going to help us bless wine and challah. You can find the blessing on page 5. I'm going to help you sing through the whole thing together. 1, 2, 3. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. Shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki yom tefillah lemikra kodesh zecher yitzias mitzrayim kivanu Ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim Ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. You can drink the wine. I can drink it. Yeah. It's grape juice. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. So much love to you all. I can't wait to be up here with you all tomorrow and celebrating with your whole family, Mo. You did great. We'll close out with song and with some percussion help.
All right. These are the toughest words you'll ever sing. Mazel tov to the confirmation students. Yay. So proud. I remember when you were all bar mitzvah. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Folks, move into the Oneg Hall. If you're
Thanks,
wanting to stay
Quinn.
in a safer, masky space, you can leave right now. Other folks, feel free to go into the Oneg Hall and enjoy some food.
Shabbat Shalom again and again and again. Yay! Thanks.